Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to this particular live stream on Fun with Data Science channel. Hope you all are doing very well, and firstly really I just really want to apologize in front of you people for being late today in the live stream. Due to some unforeseen reasons I have to actually be a little bit late, but yeah, I am here at least. So yeah, that's the best part, right? I'm here, so that's the best part which we can have. But yeah, really very sorry for being up late today. From next time I will make sure that we're not late here. Okay, so great, very good to have you all here in this live stream. So let me know, how are you people doing? Yes everyone, just let me know, how are you people doing? Hope you all are doing very well today, and hope you people are doing very well. So great. Hi Rahul. Very good to have you here in this live stream, Rahul. Very good to have you here in this live stream. Um, okay. Neeraj, very good to hear that out. Neeraj, very good to hear that out. Okay, great to hear that out, Neeraj. Very happy to hear that particular thing that you are doing good. So yeah, it's great. Very good evening, Shalini. Very good evening. Okay, great. Wonderful. So yeah, I won't waste too much time of yours, because yeah, I know many of you are waiting since a long time, because the timings were 10, and it started somewhat around 10:15. So yeah, we are already 15 minutes late, so I won't waste up too much of time here. Let's get started with the topic, with the thing for which we are today gathered up here in this particular live stream. You people have joined in so far, so yeah, let me get started with those particular things here only. And further discussions we can just have in between the live streams and all those things, right? So you must, people, everyone must have actually saw the respective title. So the title of today's particular live stream is gonna be your data analysis, right? So into this particular live stream today, we'll be doing a live data analysis onto a data set. I'll be letting you know that actually how you can perform a basic data analysis. Okay, I'll be letting you know that particular thing. So it will be just like that. We'll be having up a data, right? And onto that particular data, I'll be telling you how to import the libraries, right? How to check about your data, how to gather some statistical information about your data. Further, how to check that do you have any empty data in your data set or not. And further, how to do the exploratory data analysis. Everything will be covering up into this particular live stream. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of fun today into this particular doing up your data analysis right away here. Okay, so yeah, let's get started out here. But before that, if you haven't subscribed out my channel up till now, so please go ahead, subscribe out my channel, and don't forget to press that notification bell so that you do not miss out any updates from the channel. Great, and do like up this live stream as well. Do share this live stream with your friends so that they can as well come up here and look over some cool data analysis stuffs for which we are actually gathered up here. Right, let's get started up here. Great. So okay, hope everyone has just gotten the idea that what are we gonna do up today into this particular live stream. So yeah, let's get started on with the things. First of all, I will tell you that what is the IDE that we are using, right? What's the IDE which we are using up here today for this particular live stream. So we are using up the Google Colab. Okay, we are using up the Google Colab here for this particular live stream. Now what's Google Colab? It is one of the respective tools which is actually from the side of the Google itself. So it is one of the online tools. Okay, it's online actually. You do not have to download that onto your devices. It's completely online. So here what do? You can simply get over here and start writing up the codes for Python. It's specially meant on for Python programming language only. It's not like that you can run on any respective languages, programming languages. No, you can only and only simply use Python here. Okay, so it's especially for Python, and further we will actually be using this one only. So how to use that, and simply how to actually like see. So what I can have up here is that I can simply write up here Google Colab onto a new tab of Google. Okay, I will just click on Google Colab. Now just let me zoom in a little bit so that you're able to see the websites and everything. Okay, yeah, now just check out this very first website, that is https://research.google.com. okay, this particular website, look over that and just click over this one. Okay, it will redirect you to a new page. Now see, this is a sort of a thing, it's just gonna open up. Here you have to click over the new notebook. Okay, you have to just click over a new notebook, and simply a new notebook will start opening up here for you. Okay, so yeah, this is a sort of the notebook which is gonna appear up there for you. This is a sort of one. So above you can just rename that out. Let's say I'm gonna do the data analysis, okay, like that. And further, that's the option for connecting it to. So you have to click on connect, then only you can run up your programs here. Okay, just click over connect, and yeah, further it's done. Okay, further you have up the options for sharing. So you can just click over this option and you can just share this file with anyone. You will be having up a link for that. And the best part of this particular one is that it actually, whatever the codes you write now, those gets automatically saved into your Google Drives. So you can access those codes from any laptop, from any PC, from anywhere. Simply you should have your email logged in, and yeah, you can just use this particular file at any place. So that's the best part about Google Colab. Right, that's the IDE which I will be using up today for this particular data analysis. Now you can prefer up Jupyter notebooks as well. You can do that, no worries. Okay, it will completely work onto the Jupyter notebooks only also. Great. So yeah, I won't waste now a lot of time explaining about the tools and everything. For that I had already made up a video regarding how to use Google Colab. What is Google Colab? So you can just go over my respective channel and search out a video for how to use Google Colab, and you can just learn about those particular things. Okay, great. Let me start on here with the very first thing about my data analysis. Now data analysis means that you are, let's say you are having a data with you, right, and now you want to analyze that particular data. Analyze the data in a manner like you want to clean that data, you want to find and you want to make some plots, some bar graphs, pie charts, line charts, histograms, many plots you want to make it on here, right? So these all things are completely possible with the help of the data analysis only. So into that respective case, you try to perform and do the data analysis, and with the help of that you completely analyze up your data with different functions, different libraries and different types of plots. So am I clear up till this particular place regarding what is that about data analysis, which tool are we using, and what are the respective things that we will be doing into this particular live stream? Am I clear with that up till now, everyone? Just you people can quickly give me up a confirmation in the chat box so that I can help you out if any queries, or we can just proceed in further with our live stream for today. Great. So yeah, we can start in for our data analysis for today, and the very first thing that I'm gonna do is that I am gonna import my libraries. So So I'm going to put up a text here. Okay, and my text is going to be importing my libraries. Let me just write that here. Importing libraries. Okay, great. So the libraries which I will be using up here so far are my NumPy, my pandas and my Seaborn. Okay, these are the three libraries that I'll be using up into this particular data analysis of today. So I'm going to write up import NumPy as NP. It means that NumPy is one of my libraries. Okay, and instead of writing everywhere NumPy like that, we are simply assigning up a short form to my library. It's just like that. Okay, instead of everywhere writing NumPy, I am simply assigning up a short form, that is NP, to my NumPy library. Right, so at any case, now whenever you are using this NumPy library, instead of NumPy, you can simply write on NP, and that is gonna help you out with the functions of the NumPy library. Okay, great. Next, I'm gonna import up the pandas as PD. So second one is my pandas library. Actually, NumPy is used for doing the numerical stuffs. Numerical stuffs means whatever, if you want to do something with the arrays or something with the matrices and the things like that. So there your NumPy library helps you out. Pandas is used for data cleaning, for cleaning up your data, for viewing up your data, right? So to remove the columns, to remove the rows, for checking the null values, and simply in one word I could say it's used for data cleaning. So pandas is completely based upon your data cleaning only. And third, I'm gonna import up the Seaborn library. So import Seaborn as SMS. So what's that Seaborn? Now I was talking about data visualization, right? So that data visualization, making my different plots, like making my bar graphs, my pie charts and my line plots, whatever the plots I want to make in, that I am going to use my Seaborn library. So for making these all of the plots, the Seaborn library is the one which is completely responsible for that particular thing. So NumPy for numerical stuffs, pandas for my data cleaning, and Seaborn for my data visualization. These are the three libraries I'll be using up throughout my data analysis, and these are the three libraries only. Right, so I had just imported all the three libraries. Now what's the time for? The time is for running my program. So how do we run that on Google Colab? Either you can click up this circle, okay, or you can simply do Shift plus Enter. I would again repeat, either you can click up this circle, okay, or you can simply do Shift plus Enter. So I'm going to do Shift plus Enter. Right, and it's successfully run as I am having up a tick over here. Right, so my very first step is being done, that is importing my libraries. Fine. Now second step I will be coming, but before that I just wanted a confirmation from everyone that, guys, am I clear with whatsoever I have discussed up so far, like about the importing of my libraries? Am I clear with that? Just give me out a confirmation, everyone. Okay, great. We can just further move on with our data modeling for now. Okay, now I'll be discussing about my data modeling. So under that, what are the things that will come? It will come the modeling of my data, means checking my data, what are the rows and the columns I am having, checking the shape of my data, and checking the statistical information about my data. Okay, checking that what are the data types of my columns, checking the null values if we have any into the data. So these are all now which are gonna come up under my data modeling. Okay, so now further I'll be starting off with my data modeling. So now guys, data analysis we are doing up here for the first time with you people in a live. So that is why I just do not wanted to make that very complicated. I don't want to make this complicated for you for the very first time if you're learning data analysis, like taking the data from there, then downloading into the desktop, then keeping in a folder, then uploading. These are a long stuff, and I really do not want to do that out for you people. So what I am doing up here is today, Seaborn is a library which has some inbuilt data. Seaborn is a library which is having some inbuilt data sets. Okay, so I will be using one inbuilt data set from Seaborn only. So as to make this easy for you, you do not have to now download the data set. There is no such need for downloading the data set from any of the websites. Okay, simply whatever the command I am writing, simply write that command and it will successfully run out for you. Okay, because for the first time I don't want to make this very complicated for you to download that or the things. That's why we will be learning onto a data set which is already in the Seaborn. Okay, great. So I'm going to take up df as a variable. I'm going to write up here SNS dot. SNS is referring to my Seaborn library. So SNS dot load underscore data set. This is load underscore data set. This is my particular function which actually helps me to check out, to gather and to load up the data for me. When I wrote this SNS.load underscore dataset, my program or this particular Google, it already got to know that okay, now I am using the dataset which is already in the Seaborn library. I do not have to go and check that particular data frame in my desktop or anything, because I'm using up a data frame which is already onto the Google. So simply I'm just writing that, putting up the brackets, putting simple colons, and I'm going to write up here tips. Okay, might be some of you are familiar with this tips data set because it's one of the very common data sets which we are having in here for the Seaborn. So I had just picked up that particular one. So and just now you have to simply run that out and see it's successfully run. Right. So it means that you do not need to download the data set onto your device or anything like that. Simply write up the command which I had written and you are good to go with the data analysis for today. Okay, so this was the step where I was loading my data set. Okay, I was loading my data set at this particular place. Now loading is done. Now I want to check my data, right? I want to see that what are the columns in my data set, right? What are the rows in my data set? What type of values I am having? So now let's check that out. So I'm going to write up the name of a variable into which I have loaded my data set. That's df, right? And I'm going to use out this head function. df dot head. Head is the function which will help me to display the top 5 rows of my data set. Again, I'm going to repeat out. Head is the particular function which will help me to display the top 5 rows of my data set. Top 5. Just simply run that out. And here I am having up my data. So my data is consisting of 6 columns. The very first one is total bill, then the tip, the gender, the smoker, the day, the time and the size. Okay, these are the respective columns which we are having onto my data set, right? It's pretty cool, right? You are just able to see the top 5 rows and now you just got to know that as well, that what are the categoricals and total how many categorical columns you are having, a total how many numerical columns you are having. So you got to know. Acha, categorical columns are the ones in which you are having the string as a data type, and numerical columns are the ones into which you are having the numbers as a data type. Numbers can be int, float, your complex, any type of numbers it can be. Okay, categoricals are the ones into which you are having the strings and the characters. So that's about, right? I got to know the top 5. Now let's say I want to display the last 5, the bottom 5. So I could just simply write that tail. So it will help me to display the last 5 rows. Okay, that is gonna be like this. Okay, great. That's pretty much clear. That's done as well. Next, I want to check up the shape for my data. Shape checking is very important. Okay, very good evening, Kevin, very good evening. Welcome to this live stream. So now I just wanted to check on about the respective shape of my data. Shape means that how many total columns and how many total rows I am having up into my data. So it's like df.shape, and I'm gonna run that out. So simply it's gonna display me, see, I'm having in total 244 rows and 7 columns. Okay, how come 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4, oh yeah, I just counted that wrong previously, I'm sorry for that. In total we are having 7. Total bill, tip, gender, smoker, day, time and size. Yeah, it's 7 actually. Okay, so total we are having 244 rows and 7 columns. That's a small data, I know, but yeah, for the initial level, this is the best one onto which you can try out these stuffs. Okay. Next is df dot. I'm going to describe up my data. But before that, yeah, I will check on the information. df dot info. Now, one second, df dot info. Now, what does this info function helps me to do? It helps me to completely give the information of my data. Means it is telling me total 244 entries, means total 244 rows you are having, total 7 columns you are having. What are the column names? The total bill, tip, gender, smoker, date, time and then size. Total these columns you are having. What is the total count? All the columns are having in total 244 rows. केविन आवाज बहुत स्लो आ रही है मैम. Okay, is that really like okay, Kevin, I will just try to increase up my voice a little bit. Okay, might be I am speaking too slow. Okay, yeah, great. So yeah, df.info, correct? So that df.info, it's about that here. What is the total count now? The total count is 244. Right, so this 244 is the total count. And what's that about? It's about that I am having non-null. Non-null means that these particular in total values are not empty. So means my 244 means all of my values are, all of my rows are filled up. Now total bill is of the float data type, tip is of the float data type, my gender is smoker, day and time. These are the category. Category means your strings, means your characters, means strings. Okay. And then size is your again integer. Fine. So total 4 category means 4 strings you are having, 2 float and 1 integer. So this is one of the very important informations which you are getting up here from this particular data set. Preeti doing awesome job. Thank you so much, Preeti. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, these are all of my informations which we are having in here. Now that's great. After my info, I'm having df.describe. Acha, but before that, just confirm me out everyone. Am I clear up till this particular info function? Whatsoever I have delivered up so far, am I clear with that? Just confirm me so that we can proceed in from here. Okay, great. Let's get further here. Let's get further up. Okay, let's get started up here further. Fine. So now after this info function, now I will try to gather some statistical information from my data. Statistical. Okay, Preeti, thanks Preeti for the confirmation. Statistical information means about gathering the information regarding my mean, my median, my standard deviation, my 25% values, 50% values, 75% values. So these are the respective statistical information now which we will be gathering out. So it's df.describe and run that out. Now just check that out fine. See, first of all, I was having only 3 numerical columns, right? So 2 were float, 1 was integer. So 1 was total bit, other was strip, and the third one was size. So this described function completely and only works onto my numerical data sets. It doesn't work onto the categoricals because you cannot find the mean, median, or a mode for a categorical, right? It's not possible at all. So that's the particular reason it completely works over my numericals only. So see, for my total bill, I got that. What's the total count? It's 244. For the tip, it's 244, and size, it's again. What's the mean for my total bill? That's the mean. What's the mean for my tip? It's the mean. And what's the mean for my size? It's that mean. Right. Further mean, then you have standard deviation. Then you have the minimum value in this particular column. Fine. Then you here have the maximum value in this total bill and the tip and the size columns. Further, you are having 25% values, 50% of that particular data, and 75% of that particular data. So you are having these respective values here under that described function. Right. So that's about my total bill, my tip, and my size, about my described function. So it can simply let you know what's the minimum value, what's the maximum value, what's the total count in any of the numerical columns. It's that about. Okay? Great, it's done. Fine, my describe is done, my info is done. Now, the main part comes is about finding my null values. Finding my null values means finding the empty values. Okay? Let's do that out. I'm going to write up your df dot is null and put in the brackets like that. Okay, run that out. Okay, now listen me out here very carefully. See what it gave me. It gave me simply true, false, and simply everywhere false it is giving me out. Right, now that's not making too much of sense to me because here the values which are in between, those are completely messed up. Because of having this much large of data, these missing values are not here. So now let's say what if anywhere this particular is null is there. What if any place this true is there? So what will happen? Right, now for this we are as well having up an alternative, and that is df dot is null dot sum, and now run that out. What it will give you the total count of your respective columns, the total count of the null values, the total count of the empty values. So it is showing me that the total bill is having 0 empty values, same for the tip, gender, smoker, day, and size and time. So it means that in my data I do not have any single empty column or row. It means my data is completely clean. Now the process or whatever I had to do for cleaning up my data, that's finished up here. Okay, so it means that my data is not having even a single empty value, so it's completely cleaned. Now I can take my data further for the process of the data visualization. Okay, so just confirm me out everyone. Am I clear with this whatsoever we have discussed up here so far? Am I clear with that particular thing regarding the what's the function we have to use and the things like that? Am I clear? Data visualization. Great. Just let me quickly have up some water, and then till the time you people can just comment in the chat box regarding confirmation. Okay. Okay, Preeti, thank you. Thank you so much for the confirmation, Preeti. That actually gives me out a perfect idea that okay, whatever I'm delivering up here so far, you are clear with that. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're crystal clear. Great. Okay. Now, the third step of my data analysis is my data visualization. Okay, it means visualizing my data into different forms. Means sometimes making my bar plots whenever needed, making my pie charts whenever needed, making my line plots whenever needed. So it's all about that particular thing. Data visualization, it is as well of two forms: univariate analysis or the bivariate analysis. In the univariate analysis, you have one single column, and for that one column you visualize. And in the bivariate, you are having two columns or more than two columns, and you visualize for two or more than two columns. So let me write that just over here. Univariate, V-A-R-I-A-T-E, yeah, univariate analysis, into which you use only one column. Okay, and bivariate, more than one column, right? So that's about the univariate and the bivariate analysis. So first of all, I will be doing the univariate analysis. I will tell you how the univariate analysis can be done, and then I'll be taking you towards the bivariate. Okay, great. So univariate here, first of all, let's start on making up some plots here. Okay, so I'm going to use the Seaborn library because that's the one which I had uploaded or which I have imported for making up my plots, right? So it's SNS dot. I'm going to make up a dist plot. It's somewhat actually like a histogram only. Okay, it's somewhat actually like a histogram only. So I'm going to use and make up this particular dist plot. Brackets. My variable into which my data is there. Writing that, putting my large brackets, and inside that writing my column name. Let's I want to make it for tip. Done. Further, putting up a comma. Okay, and how many bins you want? Bins are actually what? Listen me. We make the bar plots. Right, now in the bar plots we are having different bars. Right, that's are only those bins. Okay, so bins is equal to 10, and it's somewhat like a sort of a range as well. That what is the respective range for my data? It's from like 0 up till 10, or what's that? Okay, let's run that out. Great. So here I am having up my dist plot. Now what does this depict? See, whenever you are doing the univariate analysis, so with the help, Preeti, is the same protocol followed in the industry also, or this is just for the academic purpose? No, Preeti, it depends actually that what type of data you are having in the industry, Preeti. Okay, for industry, this is the procedure which as well works out. Yeah, for sure, this is the procedure which works out in the industry. Okay, and if you're having some sort of data which is not too large, then yeah, this procedure is gonna work out. But Preeti, with that we are having some many other tools as well, Preeti, which are actually worked upon, like your structured query language, that is your SQL, your databases. So you clean up, filter the data there, then you take it up here and you try to make up these plots. It one more, it depends upon that what is your organization's requirement. Like, do they want you to make up these things manually, or do they want you to use up any software? If they want you to make up these things manually, so yes, this is the procedure. And if you are going to use up some software or some tool, so that's the tableau which you prefer out. Okay, but Preeti, that's the one thing which you can actually use in both the places, like at your industry as well this procedure works out, and even at your academic this process as well works out. Okay, hope your question is answered, Preeti. Great. So yeah, we were making up this dist plot. It's a sort of plot which we are having here for the univariate analysis. It tells you about the density, that how much dense this particular column is. So tips we are having starting from 0 going up till 10. So it tells you that how much dense these values are. Okay, most welcome Preeti, most welcome. So it actually tells you that how much dense. Let's say here we are having this 2. Okay, this 2 we are having. So now it shows that this 2 is having up a density of somewhat between 0.15 to 0.20. So this much dense is this particular value. This much value you are having and present up into your data. So that is what is your dist plot. It helps you to do the univariate analysis. Now in univariate analysis we do not have many options. It's just this one option which we are having for making up the dist plot. Okay, just one. Further I will take you and move you forward with the bivariate, because in the bivariate we are having lots and lots of plots. So bivariate analysis. Great, let's start on. And I'm going to start my bivariate analysis with the bar plot. But before that, just could you confirm me everyone in the chat box that am I clear with this univariate analysis to everyone? Okay, great. Let's proceed on here with the bivariate analysis. Okay, so I'm going to start on with the bar plot. So SNS dot bar plot. Now what I want to take over my X column. Let's go above and check out data. So yeah, here is my data, and my data I'm having total bill, tip, journal, smoker, day, time, size. Okay, let's take that day and let's take that total bill. Okay, I want to, could you kindly explain one more time? Yeah, sure, sure Fiaz, I can explain one more time. Sure I can. See Fiaz, univariate analysis, into this we are having up this particular one, that is your dist plot. Okay, now whenever you want to check that how much dense a particular value is in your data, dense means that like how much times this particular value is present up into your data, right? Or how many like much data points you are having of the same value. So then in that place you do the univariate analysis. So let's say here I'm having this 2. So somewhat my 2 I can say from 1 to 2. The values from 1 to 2 are having up a density between 0.15 to 0.20. So this much is the density of my respective particular like this particular one, right? This is my density. Okay, further moving towards my other, let's say I want to check between 2 to 4. So now here I can say that okay, the values, the tip between 2 to 4 is having the highest density. So I can say that the tip between 2 to 4 is the very which the people are giving up. So Fiaz, hope that is now clear to you regarding that what is this plot and what is this plot actually depicting for me. Mohit, very less sound. Mohit, I just request you, it might happen Mohit that the sound is very less. So Mohit, just I request you to please actually increase a little bit sound of your microphones. Mohit, might that help you out? Preeti, I think we can have box plot also in Univariate. Yeah, absolutely Preeti, you can have the box plots as well in the Univariate Preeti. But box plots will be much more meaningful if you are gonna make them in the Bivariate. Okay? Okay, Fiaz, most welcome Fiaz. Good to hear that out. Very good to hear that. So yeah, Preeti, because yeah, you can use that in the Bivariate or Univariate as well, but I will always prefer you to use in the Bivariate one, because there you can actually put up the hue parameters, and with that you can do up some cool stuffs in making and gathering the information. But yeah Preeti, it's so true that you can put that box plot in the Univariate apps as well. It's perfectly right Preeti, perfectly right. Okay, great. So yeah, we were talking about the bar plot. So onto the X I was supposed to take my day, and onto Y I was supposed to take up my total bill. Right, putting up a comma, I have to assign that what is the variable into which my data is there. So that is df. Data is equal to df. And now I am gonna run that out. Acha, sorry, spelling is wrong for the total bill. So TOTA like that. Okay, let's run that out now. Great. So here I am having my box plot. Looks cool, right? Yeah. So box plot has been plotted between my days and my total bill. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So from this box plot, the information which we can gather up is that the lowest bill is on Friday and the highest is on Sundays. So generally families and people prefer to go on to the restaurants on Sundays, right? This is what's the information which we can gather up from here. Okay, now this was the information which my bar plot was giving me out, right? Now let's learn about that line plot. Let's see that what's the information that my line plot will give me. So I can simply write up here SNS dot line plot, and we can use up the data is equal to df, comma, x is gonna be, let's say, my day, and y I am gonna put up the tip, and let's run that out. Okay, so here is my line plot. Now see, now guys, just listen me out now very clearly. You had made these two plots, line and the bar. Okay, now just correlate these plots, correlate. See, what we figured in the bar plot, we figured that Friday was having the minimum total bill and Sundays were on to the maximum for the total bill, right? For the amount paid, the Friday was being lowest and Sunday was being highest, right? Now okay, one thing, Preeti, what's that black lines? Preeti, that black lines are the ones that these are depicting that, okay, up till this particular point you are having up the values. These are sort of, you can say Preeti, a sort of lines which actually lets you know that, okay, above this particular range as well, there can be some data which can be present on. Okay, there can be some of the data, Preeti, which can be just present over these particular ranges which are given. So that can be treated as the outliers for me, right? That can be treated as the outliers or the unwanted data for me. Okay, Preeti, hope that works out. So yeah, I was talking about this bar plot and the line plot combination. In the bar plot, we just saw that Friday was having the least value. Sunday was having the max. Come. For my tip as well, Friday is having the least Sunday is having the maximum. So you can conclude that on the days the bill is higher, the tip is as well higher. On the days the bill is lower, the tip is as well lower. So here now with that you got to know three things actually, according to the days, according to the tip, and according to your total bill. So on whatsoever day the total bill is high, the tip is as well high. On whatsoever day the total bill is low, the tip is as well low. Right, so that's the thing. And this blue color shaded area which you are having, that is showing you the region. Okay, that is showing you the region, that is showing you that okay, values are lying between this and this particular value. Like values are lying between this particular values. Like these are ranging high, these are ranging low. And it is somewhat showing you the density for that particular one. Okay, that how much dense the values are. So that's the respective idea. Now further we can make up a scatter plot and visualize the things in a much better manner. Let's do that out. Before that, please just give me out a confirmation everyone in the chat box that am I clear with whatsoever I had made up here regarding a line and that particular plot. Are we clear with that? Okay, great. Now it's time for the scatter plot. So SNS.rel plot. Okay, actually rel, rel. Okay, rel is actually one of the type of plots, rel plots, which we are having in this particular Seaborn. And under that rel plot, there are many other subplots which are. Okay. Now, if I have to make the scatter, or I have to make the box plot. So for all of these, I'm going to put up here the rel plot, and inside that, I would put up that what kind of plot I want up. Okay, but right away, I'm just going to make that out. So x is equal to, I'm going to make that over my total bill. Okay, y is, let's say y, I was wanted to take it as, okay, let's take it as tip. Okay, my data is equal to my df, and I am going to take up a new parameter. I want to take up a parameter, and that's my respective hue parameter. So hue is equal to, and that's gonna be my, let's say I want to take up a smoker. Smoker is yes or no. It means that about the smoker is that the smoker is being taken, smoker is not being taken. KVN ma'am, sound का issue है आपके channel पर. Okay, thank you channel. Sorry, I'm sorry. Thank you KVN for letting me know. I would just try to figure that right today itself. And then I just confirm you that from next time you won't have the complaints regarding that. Okay, you won't have the complaints regarding that, KVN. And sorry for the disturbance caused from my side. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so yeah, that is being done, and it's the time for running it out. Okay, now this looks cool, and even it helps me to gather some information as well. Onto the y, I am having the tip. Onto the x, I am having the total bill. And my different colors, my two colors are there, blue and orange. Blue is representing that this smoker is yes, and orange is representing that this smoker is no. So generally, both the points are somewhat distributed with each other, but yeah, the highest value which I am having, this 10, that the smoker is yes. But now, what do you have to gather the information from a scatter plot? Listen me out. It's not just about making the plots, guys. It's about gathering some information from these plots. It's like that. All the values, all the points are somewhat ranging from, in the y-axis, these are ranging from 2 up till 6. Okay. And onto the x, these are ranging from somewhat 10 up till 30 you can take. Okay, 10 up till 30. Right. Whatever the points, now what are the points are too much different, like this blue color one, the very top one, this orange just down that. These points are a sort of my outliers. What are my outliers? Outliers are the unwanted data. Unwanted data means Fiaz, just plug your microphone pin properly. Okay, Fiaz, actually I'm just not using any microphone. I am simply using up the mic of my laptop only, Fiaz. But yeah, I will just try to figure out this issue next time. Okay, I'm really sure that next time you won't have this particular complaint from my side of voice being very slow. Okay, I'm really very sorry for that issue which is being caused up today. But yeah, from next time it won't happen up. Okay, thanks, but everyone, thank you so much for adjusting it out. Great. So yeah, we are talking about this particular plot. Now these points which I'm just able to see at the very top and very differently, those plots, those points are actually acting as the outlier. Outlier are my unwanted data. How do we figure about the unwanted data? See guys, I can very easily see that this is my portion. The cursor where I'm hovering up, that's my portion into which my most of the values are there. Now, the values which are going outside this point, outside this, so that are a sort of an exception, right? Those values are a sort of an exception actually. So that exceptions are not needed because they are gonna disturb my machine learning model. These values are gonna disturb up my respective other statistical information like mean, median, standard deviation. They will disturb everything. So those are not needed. Preeti, top blue must be a generous one like like me. Okay, okay, Preeti. Great. So yeah, here this particular one. So those are the unwanted data points in my data. So we simply remove. So from this you get to know about the density, that what's the main exact density of your particular data set, and do you have outliers in your data set or not. Okay, that's the information which you completely get on from the scatter plots. That's all about. And now I will be making up the last plot of today in this particular live stream, and the last one I'm going to go up with the box plots. Okay, I will be making up the box plot at the last of this one. Okay, now so I'm going to write up sns.cat plot. A cat plot is actually a sort of plot which is as well having many other plots inside it. So just because of that, I'm simply writing up the cat plot. Okay, x, let's say I want to take it over my day. Okay, y, let's say I want to take it over my total underscore bill. Okay, comma, I will take the hue parameter as well, and for that I'm going to take up my gender. Further, what kind of plot I want to make? I want to make up the box plot. And what is the variable into which data is saved? That is df. Okay, I would again repeat it out. Might be a little bit very fast. So, x I am taking my day, y I am taking the total bill, hue parameter I am taking this gender, kind I am taking box, and data is in the variable which is df. And now let's very quickly run up this particular plot. Now, see, first of all, this is how my box plot looks like. Okay, now I had made it for my gender. So blue one is for the male and the orange one is for the female. Okay, fine. First of all, understand that these extra values which you are actually able to see now, these are your outliers. In this scatter plot, I confirmed you that yeah, we are having some outliers in my data. Right, I confirmed you that we are having some outliers in my data. But from the box plot, we are actually able to see that yes, on Thursdays, the values for Thursdays, Saturdays values, and the Sundays values, we are having the outliers in my complete data set. First information. Second information, it starts on that the very lower line, or to this blue color one, the very lower, that's this part, like you're having a rectangle, right? The very lower line which you're having, that tells you the minimum value. On Thursday, the minimum total bill is somewhat between 10 to 20. And the top value, it shows you about the maximum. So the maximum value is somewhat between your 20, like above your 20. Okay, it's something like that. Okay. No, one second. It's not like that. It's not like that. Hold on. This particular lines which you're having, this line which is like this, a straight line, and then that rectangle line, this horizontal one, that is your minimum value, and this above one is your maximum. So minimum is below 10 and maximum is somewhat between 30 to 40 on Thursdays for male. On Thursdays for female, the minimum value is somewhat 10 and the maximum is ranging between 20 to 30. Same Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Now, this particular line which you are able to see up here when my rectangle starts, and the very bottom line which you are able to see, that's my 25% of the data. 25 percentile actually. The middle one which you are able to see, that is my median. And the top one which you are able to see, that is my 75 percentile. Okay. So from the box plots you get to know. So see, the median for male is higher rather than the females on Thursdays. Right. Similarly, median for males on Fridays is as well higher than the females. But on Saturdays, the median for the males and for the females, for both, it's absolutely like almost similar. And then again on Sundays, the respective median for the males is higher than the females, right? So generally you can conclude that the median for the males is higher than the females, and you are having the outliers in your data set. And this is how around the total bill and the day excuse me, this is how about your total bill and the days are categorized here, right? So based upon the days, based upon the total bills, everything, we can just simply say that males are having the higher total bills rather than the females, right? Because somewhat in 1, 2 and 3, in 3 cases females are having lower total bill than the males. So here we can just say that the total bill for the males is higher than the females, right? And that's great. Fine. So that was my last plot which we wanted to make in up here. So we just tried making up some plots here. We first of all tried importing my libraries, and we tried the data modeling, checking my data, finding the null values, finding the statistical information, rest everything we took upon. Then when we got to know we did not have any empty data, any null values, we tried start making our visualizations. So we did univariate, we did bivariate, and the analysis like that. Right. So now just wanted up a confirmation from you guys that am I clear with whatever the things we are having? Am I clear with all of those particular things to you people, whatever I have discussed up into this particular live stream, guys? Am I clear with each and every single thing regarding whatever we have discussed up? We prefer saving out for lipstick. Okay, yeah, right, Preeti. So yeah, I just wanted a confirmation everyone regarding about this particular one. And if you haven't subscribed out my channel, guys, so please go ahead and subscribe out my channel so that you do not miss out any updates from this channel. Do not forget to press that notification bell, okay, as well. Do like up this live stream if you have enjoyed doing up this data analysis with me. Okay, Preeti, thank you for the confirmation. And Preeti, you can even share that everyone, you can just share up these live streams with your friends as well, with this channel with your friends, so that they can as well take up some, gather some information regarding these particular fields, what are they about. And generally on Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays I put up the videos regarding tableaus. On Thursdays and Fridays we have probability for data science. Saturdays are the live streams and Sundays are your roadmap. So tomorrow a very exciting roadmap is coming for you, so stay tuned tomorrow morning 10 a.m. Okay, thank you so much, Kevin. So now great to have you all here. Hope you people had enjoyed the data analysis doing, because this was something which we have done here in the live stream for the first time. Previously we were continuing with the Python projects, and now simply we had jumped upon to the data analysis. So do let me know in any of the further videos that how did you like that, did you like the live streams about the data analysis more, or you like have the live streams regarding the Python projects for your resume. Just let me know your opinions further. Okay, I will try to put up a poll for that, and you can just poll and vote out for that, and further we can just go out with your votes whatever you prefer like. Okay, and at any time you can just let me know that what more you want up from in these live streams, and I will be really happy to help you out with all of the respective stuffs whichever you want it out. Right, so if you want to learn data science, or data science is completely covered onto my channel, just go and check over the playlist section. There is a separate playlist for the data science topics, and you can just explore all of those respective playlists. And I'm having one more channel, that is UPSC with Shambhavi. That is a channel which helps you to gather information, learn about the different sort of government exams like UPSC, IAS, all of those exams it covers out. So yeah, so can you just like if you want, you can do subscribe out that particular channel as well. Refer that with your friends. That's UPSC with Shambhavi. Okay, do get out that channel, and the link for that channel is mentioned in the description for the live stream. Okay, just go ahead, check out the description. You will get out the link for the UPSC with Shambhavi channel. Please do subscribe out that channel as well. Gaurav, app rating project, can you help? App rating project. Okay, yeah, sure, Gaurav, sure, I can help you out in that Google Apps rating project. So Gaurav, if you want, okay, let me try if we can have this particular project next time live stream for this Google Apps rating. Okay, so that's about. And Gaurav, if you have any queries now, I am already having up the data analysis onto the Google Apps rating dataset. Okay, I'm already having up a 4 parts for that regarding Google Apps dataset. So Gaurav, you can just go ahead and check out my playlist for the data analysis playlist. Okay, and there you will get up that particular videos. If you want to watch out, you can please watch out the videos, and any questions you can please put them in the comment for that. Okay, and if you're willing that I should do that live stream, so do let me know further. We can take that particular data into the next live stream. Okay, Preeti, you take up deep learning. Yeah, Preeti, I take the deep learning, but right now it hasn't came into my channel, Preeti. But in the deep learning, the programming language, that's Python, that has been covered up. For the neural networks and the things, Preeti, I haven't covered them up till in my channel. But yeah, further for sure I am gonna come up with the deep learning. But my next plan is to come up with the machine learning. And after the machine learnings, we are gonna start out with the deep learning, Preeti. Okay. So yeah, but at any sort of time, if you have any questions, so yeah, you can just please put those questions in any of my recent YouTube videos, and I'll be really happy to answer those out. Great everyone. So hope everything, all of the questions have been answered, and hope you enjoyed up this particular live stream. And yeah, further do let me know as well that what do you want to continue in the live streams, the same Python projects or the data analysis. Okay, do let me know further into the polls. So thank you so much everyone for joining in this particular live stream today. I was very happy to have you all here in this particular live stream. Now we'll see you all in the next live stream next Saturday, same time, 10 p.m. in the night. Till then, thank you everyone. Take care. Have a nice weekend ahead, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Can you refer a statistics course? Firaz, for the statistics, I already have that particular videos or of that particular complete course onto my channel, Firaz. So you can just simply go ahead and just learn out from that particular playlist of mine, Firaz. It's mentioned in the description. So you can just check out that particular playlist for us regarding the statistical learning and statistics for data science, especially learning about those particular things. Okay. So for us, hope that will work out for you. Gaurav, I like your accent, ma'am. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Thanks for that. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So finally, I'll be ending up this live stream right away here itself. If your questions, some of the questions are left unanswered, so yeah, you can just put them anywhere in any of my videos, YouTube videos, or you can just take that in the next live stream. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in this live stream. We'll see you all in the next live stream next Saturday, same time, 10 p.m. in the night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Take care, everyone, and have a nice weekend ahead.